this, who is an homage to War for Cybertron Omega Supreme. And this figure, again, freaking huge. He is huge. And this is his representation in the video game. It's not exact. I mean, if you look up pictures of his alt mode online, it's not perfect, but it still works. I mean, some of the cues are still there, and it definitely does work. For comparison, here he is, War for Cybertron Megatron. You can just see the size difference there. Yeah, he's big. He's very large, very, very large. But still, a nicely done figure. Just big and beefy and big and beefy and quite heavy also. He's got some weight to him. But nicely done. Got some nice transclearing pieces going on there. Lots of nice molded in details. Just so nicely done. Just looks so, so cool. I just love this thing. Lots of molded details just going on everywhere on this guy. This part right here does spin, which is cool. It does have an actual gimmick to it. If you turn this silver piece, it's geared in, so you can rotate that rear section there, which is pretty cool. Nice little gimmick going on there. But yeah, just all around, very, very nicely done. Looks very cool. Again, not 100% accurate to the in-game model. I believe the in-game model, like Omega Supreme's chest piece, basically made up the front of the ship, and this is obviously not his chest. But, you know, like I said, it still looks good, as far as I'm concerned. Now, when you order this, you also get this little box right here. It says Planet X on it, and it's basically a 5-pack of little push-button LEDs. And they even come in a little Try-Me package. Isn't that nice? Now try. It's like playing Simon. But anyway, yeah. Get a nice 5-pack of LED lights. Just dump these out. It's kind of a little tray. Dump them out. Whoop. You can see just little push-button LED lights. Push the top, makes that glow all bright. Now, what these are for is there are 5 points here on Omega Supreme that you can plug these into. Get down here, see what I'm doing. This is going to be a camera nightmare because this guy is freaking big. There's going to be some shoddy camera work going on in this review. Get all this stuff out of here. So basically what you're going to do is, if you notice here, these sections, right here, you can see they're little, basically little tabs right here. And you can see that they're actually little grooves on each side. So basically you just want to plug these in. Well, you actually want to plug them in with the button facing in. You can plug them in with the button facing out if you want, but for the full effect, you plug them in with the push button facing in, because this little panel right here is spring-loaded, and that will push the button and keep the light on. So basically you're just going to push this in like that, and then rotate it so that locks into place. So those tabs now are keeping that in place right there. So there you have one, and then you come back here to these sections and you plug one. Oops, I dropped it. You plug that in there, just rotate it. Second verse, same as the first, just take it, plug it in. Oops, I always plug it in the wrong way. Button side down, plug it in, rotate it. Then you take this one and you plug it in to that big rear thruster. Plug that in, rotate it, lock it into place. There you go. Now this last one, whoa, I'm just dropping everything. Now this last one goes in Omega Supreme's chest, which I can't really get to right now because a lot of stuff is blocking it. But I will show you how to install this one once I get to robot mode, so we'll just put this one off to the side. But as you can see, it does give a very cool look, having those LEDs in there. It's kind of glowing bright. Gives it that nice War for Cybertron feel with just the glowing stuff going on all around them. So, very cool. And we'll leave these in for the rest of the review. Why not? Dare I say why not? But yeah, it's big, it's beefy. It's pretty freaking awesome. Now he does have a secret third mode. Yes, he does. I'm going to show it to you. Don't tell anyone. You already told somebody, didn't you? Didn't you? Oh, God, fine. There's nothing secret on the internet anymore. God. But, yes, there is a secret third mode. Now, it doesn't show you this in the instructions. It's basically something you have to figure out on your own. But it's still quite cool. So let's go into the secret third mode. So basically, you're going to start off by taking these sections right here and pulling them out. What? Parts forming? This is the worst toy ever! Oh, get a grip, man, get a grip. Just want to unplug these sections right here. You're going to take this section right here, and rotate it in like that. Same thing here. Take it, rotate it. And you're just going to take the two halves and plug them together. Just like that. And now, you're going to take these two posts and plug them into these two ports right here. Plug that in like that. And really, for now, the best thing to do is take this whole section here, straighten this out, and basically just rip this part off. Because you have to anyway. Nope, this came off. Plug that back in there. Get in there, man! There we go. And once you do that, you just take these sections here, and they're on a double joint here, double ratchet joint. Spring those back, like that. And there are little tabs right here that tab into these slots right here to keep everything in a nice, neat little package. Take that, get back, tab it up. Make sure it's all plugged in nice and tight. And there you have this big section right here that we're going to put off this side for now. Then we're going to come back here, and oh, it did part of it for me. But back here, so you can see this section right here is basically just a hook that's latched onto this post right here. So you're just going to unhook this, like that, and then bring that down. It's better if you straighten this out ahead of time to straighten out that joint, because you're going to need to straighten this out, like that. And then you just rip this part off. So much parts forming, I hate this toy so much already. Oh, get over it, just get over it. So, now you have these two bits right here. You're going to take this, flip it down, and you'll see here that they're tabs. And you're basically going to take these two halves right here, and you're going to plug them together. If I can do it right, there we go. Come on. Plugs together with the greatest of ease. With the greatest of ease. Come on. There we go. Plugs together like that. Now you're going to take this section right here and extend it upward. Whoops. I popped this part off again. This part has never popped off on me that much. Come on. Work with me here. Work with me. There we go. Just going to extend that piece. You're going to take these side pieces right here, bring them up. And you'll see there's a tab right here that'll tab into the slot right here. And these tabs right here will tab into these slots right here. And these two tabs will tab in together right there. So, all that lined up. And it's going to give it a good squeeze so everything just holds. Oh, sometimes it still doesn't. Come on, there we go. I like to bring these little claws out a little bit. And now you have something that's very reminiscent of G1 Omega Supreme's rockets. What? Yes, I know. It's crazy. And again, with the LED light on the bottom there, this gives that nice glowing effect right underneath it. So yeah, you got a big rocket going on here. Get your mind out of the gutter. Okay, get it out of the gutter. So we're going to put this off to the side for now. So now let's focus on this big piece we got left over. Now, see if I remember how to do this. Okay, well, first thing you want to do is you want to come in here. You're going to open up this section right here. Open up that panel. Open up this panel. And you're going to pull this bit out right here. Put that off to the side. Close that back up. There you go. You want to fold this back down like that. And yeah, basically want to make sure that this shoulder piece is flush also. You're going to take these sections here. Just going to rotate them 180. You're going to bring these little toes down. Rotate this 180. Bring his toes down. Hey, hey, there, buddy. Don't get all tipsy on me. I like to take this and I like to just straighten it out so it stands as like a tower here. You can flip this little connector port or post. And I like to rotate it so this little piece of detailing right here is facing forward. Make sure this is totally straight, which it's not. There we go. Like that, just so it stands as like a tower. So, now once we have that, more great camera work here going on. Lots of shaky camera work. This is the best review ever! Now you're going to open up these panels right here, and these panels down here. You're just going to raise up this section, and you'll see here, there's a tab right here that'll tab into the slot right there. And lock that in place, like that. You just want to close these back up. Like so. Take this section right here, rotate it 180, like that. Second verse, same as the first. Open all that up. Bring that up, snap it into place, rotate, close that back up, like so. Get these in place. And now you have something that looks quite familiar to G1 Omega Supreme's Space Station mode. What? What? That's crazy. I know. Crazy awesome. And it is. It really is. That is just very cool. A very cool G1 homage going on there. Really, really love that. That's a little piece that we pulled out earlier. Just bring this up, rotate it, and you also get a little tank. Oh, look, this little tank! And the turret you can move up and down. You can even move the turret itself. Full 360. Like that. Yeah. And all the wheels roll. And these, whoa! Dropping everything. My God. My God, this is the best review ever. My God. Now, these sections right here, for some reason you can bring them out. I'm not quite sure why, but you can bring them out and rotate them around for some reason. I guess maybe you can do that, maybe. I really don't know. I mean, I guess maybe you could have this as some kind of like platform for like a Legion toy to stand behind and fire, maybe. I don't know, but I prefer to just leave it in the good old tank mode, because that just works. And that's awesome. I mean, that's just, again, so cool. And for comparison, we'll bring out G1 Omega. Here's a little rocket station mode right here. Yeah. Bit of a size difference. Just saying. Just saying. The stupid tripod doesn't work anymore. I know I say that in every review, and yes, I need to buy a new tripod. Now, I'm going to continue to say it in these reviews until I actually buy one, which might be like a couple months from now, because I procrastinate. But yeah, anyway. Very cool. Now, it's a little more lopsided with the G1 tank. You know, this is the case where G1 wins in this fight right here, because that's not fair. That's not a fair fight at all. So there you have that. Now that we've got all that done, we'll get to robot mode. So we'll just take this, put this off to the side. We'll take this and put this off to the side for now. And hopefully we can do this without killing ourselves and knocking everything over. We're going to give it the old college try, people. Okay, deep breath, okay. Let's go. So, what you're going to do is, you're going to take these sections right here, you're going to bring them up on this joint, and bring them up like that. You're going to take this section right here, you're going to rotate it, you're going to bring this down like that. Oh, and those things will have to pop off. These are basically just screw covers, and they do like to pop off. It's okay, just plug right back in. I might end up just gluing them in place, because they are quite annoying. What are we going to do? Oh yeah, we're going to take this bit right here, we're just going to rotate it like that. Now, we're going to come here, we're going to unplug this section right here. Now, I will say one thing about this toy. Everything plugs in very securely. So securely that it can be quite a pain to get things untabbed. But now that we got those pieces untabbed, you're going to take these whole side pieces here, and you're going to unplug them, hopefully. And sometimes these parts just like to plug themselves back in, so. See if I can do this. Ah! No. Come on. Ah! No. There we go. So I'll unplug them like that. And they basically connect via these mushroom pegs right into these ports right there, and they hold quite securely. So secure. Ah! You really have to put some legit force behind it. Straighten this back out. Okay, so once you've got these pieces unplugged, you're going to rotate them like that, and then you're going to bring them together, and they will dab into each other like that. Just going to take it and push it up like so. Keep that plugged in for now. And this piece right here will shift over on a double hinge, and that will plug into that port right there to complete the connection. Let's do the same thing here. Let's shift that over, plug it in, plug it in. There we go. And you got it plugged in. Now, you're going to, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Okay, at this point now, we can take these sections right here. Can you see what I'm doing? I think I have to raise the camera some more. This review is making my arms hurt because I'm trying to just suspend this figure in midair. And he's kind of heavy. He's going to take these sections now, and he's going to unplug them. This one, you're going to rotate 180 like that. This one, you're going to unplug and just leave the way it is. And once you've done that, you can take the whole waist here and rotate it 180 like so. Now, let's see what we're doing. Which way am I turning this? I always forget which way to turn this. I mean, both sides, the thing is about this figure is that both sides are symmetrical. So no matter which way you turn it, it's not going to be the wrong way. But me personally, I like to have the screws facing the back. So this is the right way. Okay. Basically, once you do that, you kind of want to get these out of the way. Really, they should still be inside, but you just want to take this section right here and rotate it like that. No, see? I had the wrong side facing back. I knew I had the wrong side facing back. There we go. So you're going to have it rotate like that, and these will plug in right here. So just bring them up, plug in, again, very securely. Bring that up, plug it in like that. At this point, you are going to, what are you going to do? I don't know. Okay, you're going to rotate this part right here, 180. Bring that down on a very heavy ratchet. Rotate it. Flip this foot up like that. So there you have a leg. Second verse, same as the first. Just rotate that. Bring the leg down. Very heavy ratchet joint. Nope, I brought the foot out before I even brought the leg down, because the ratchet's really heavy. There we go. Rotate it forward. And there you go, his leg's all done. And you can see this little screw cover bit popped off again. Where did this come from? Plug this back in. There we go. So now you have that. And now he's getting super tall. And you can't see a dang thing. He's going to tip over. Okay, well, we'll power through. We'll power through. Now at this point, you want to open these panels back up. And you want to plug this back in here. Just want to plug that back in like that. So you want to bring the head up. There you go. Close that up. And rotate the head like that. He wants to tip over, so I'm just going to lie him down until I can get my camera situated. Because I'm sure you'd like to actually see what I'm doing. It's kind of key in a video review for you to actually see what I'm doing up here. So there we go. Once you get that, you just want to take his arm stumps, bring them down, leave the shoulder pads up. Bring that shoulder pad up. Now you're going to come back here. You're going to rotate these around. And these little bits right here, you actually want to take these and rotate them 180. Like that. It's a minor little piece of transformation, but you actually do have to do it. And now you're going to take this right here, and you'll see this mushroom peg. I'll just plug in right there and lock that in place. Like that. Again, very securely. You heard how loud that click was. I mean, these things are just dead solid. Oh, wait. I can't get this one straight. That one. There we go. Just plug that in. Go. There we go. Plug that back in. Take this little panel here. Rotate that around. And again, you're just going to take it, plug that into that mushroom peg, like that. And then you're going to take these pieces right here, and you're going to unfold them. And you'll see there are tabs right here. They'll tab in to these slots right here. Take that, plug that in, and that'll lock all of that into place. Like that. And there's also a post right here that'll plug into a port right there. And that just locks everything in place. Just like that. Now once you've got that done, he so wants to fall backwards. Because he's a little too top heavy right now. He doesn't have his balance. You know what's going to give him his balance? This big mofo right here. So you got to take this, rip it in half. Like so. You want to rotate these arms so you get that little red detailing here facing forward. And you're going to plug in the arm like that. Plug that in. And make sure the elbow joint is facing the right way so you have that elbow movement. So you want to plug that side in. And then rotate this. And now you're going to take the claw, plug that in, like that. And oddly, that's what balances him out. And there you have Genesis, aka War for Cybertron Omega Supreme, in his robot mode. And again, he's freaking huge. He is just massive. I mean, look at how big this guy is. He is insane. Just truly, truly insane. Let's get in close here. Get in close here on his head. You can see, nice G1 head, even with the tank turret hanging out the back. And again, lots of just great molded in details. That's a Repro label sticker I just stuck on him. But yeah, just lots of great molded in detail. He just looks amazing. Just so cool. Just, I'm loving the design of this guy. Just amazing. Simply amazing. And he can support his own weight. Even, you know, despite these humongous things he has hanging off his arms, I mean, he can support his own weight. Once you get his feet planted, he can support his weight just fine. He can stand just fine. I mean, I could shake this table and he'll, you know, you're going to make me a liar now, aren't you, Omega? Yes, you are. But there have been times where I've literally shook this table and he hasn't fallen over. But now I can show you what to do with this, the last LED. So basically, this is going to go in his chest. So you're going to take this piece right here with the Autobot symbol, and you're going to rotate it up, and that will unlock this panel that you pull out. And again, they even worked in some great molded in details right there. And then you're going to take this and plug it right in. Rotate it to lock it in place. Put this panel back. Lock it back in place. And now he's got the nice glowy chest, which is really, really cool. Again, just amazing, amazing, amazing. You know, with those glowing LEDs going on there, just really, really cool. You can't really see it too well in this arm, but you know, you got it here. You got it in his ankles now. Like I said, he is a hefty figure. I mean, he's got legit weight to him. I mean, he's a big boy. He's a very, very big boy. Let me just back up so you can get a better look at him again. Just so cool. Now, articulation-wise, he does have good articulation. If you can see it, hopefully. Now, the head can rotate. You can look down. You can look up. You know, you can do a full 360. Good articulation on the head. Shoulders can do a full 360. The arms can go outward with a nice heavy ratchet joint. And even these pieces right here on the shoulder pads will actually move out of the way to accommodate that. Nice ratcheting joint here on the elbow. He does have a big clickety-clackety waist joint, and he even has an ab crunch, so you can crunch. Whoa, that piece has never fallen off that much. Wow. But he does have an ab crunch, so you can crunch forward, crunch back. Plug this back in, man. What is wrong with you today, man? I'm serious, I've never had this thing fall off this much. Never. Never, never, never. Stay in there, man. But yeah, he does have a waist joint. Hips have nice range of movement. They can go forward, they can go back, they can go outward on this joint right here. And again, there's even a double joint here, so you can really have him doing some weird split moves. He does have rotation above the knee and below the knee. And below the knee. I can't straighten his leg back out now. Ah! And these joints they're heavy ratchet joints. They're hefty ratchet joints. And he does have good clickety-clackety knees, and for as big and as top-heavy as he is, they do come in handy. The feet can go forward, they can go back, and that LED light just popped right out. It can go in, it can go out, and he even does have nice ankle tilts, and even his toes are posable. So, there you have that. He does have a lot of good posability. Oh, and on the big claw arm here, not only does he have the the spinning gimmick, like that, but each of the fingers here is on a double joint right here, so you can get some good movement there, and even a joint right here at the tip. So, lots of good articulation going on this guy. So not only is he big, but he is quite posable and very awesome. Now, for other features, he does have some other features here. You see these pieces right here? They're basically half ball joints, so you can just push these out like that and flip out. Some guns. He's got armament. And even up here, on these pieces right here, you can push these out. And he has them on either side. It's hard for me to do with one hand here. There we go. You know, flip these out. And they're on either side. And they're also, they're on the back also, so you can flip these out back here too. If you want. So you can shoot people behind them. Like I said, it's kind of hard to do this with one hand. There we go. So you can flip those out. Totally up to you. But he has quite a bit of armament on him. Put that back in. And he also has these guns on the same spot behind him here. Right here. And this one is missing that little cover, which I'll have to see if I can get a replacement for that. That was missing. But he is a big, heavy, hefty figure. He's quite the chore to move around, let me tell you. Especially when you're trying to do this on camera. It's not easy. But still, an amazing figure nonetheless. Very, very happy with him. Now, for comparison, here he is with War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron Optimus. So you can see how he stacks up with those guys. Just how massive he is. So you got that. Here he is with Megs. So you can see how he looks with Megs. Again, just how much he towers over them, as he should, of course. Here he is with Bruticus. You can see there that he even towers over Bruticus. So there you have that. And here he is with G1 Omega. So you can see how they look together. Oh, that's precious. Just precious. Get him out of the way. And just for the heck of it, here he is with Metroplex. So you can see how they look together. And he comes up to about Metroplex's waist, a little below his waist. You can see how those two look together. But, yeah, let me just get this light back in his ankle because it just shot across the room while I was trying to transform him. There we go. Get the full effect here. But yeah, as far as this guy goes, this is an amazing, amazing figure. A great representation of War for Cybertron Omega Supreme. The thing is just, it's awesome. You know, the plastic quality is great. For as big as this guy is, he's not fragile. I mean, you can see I was manhandling this thing, and the worst that happened was these little screw covers were popping off. But other than that, nothing here is fragile. This thing is tough. It's sturdy. Just good quality. This thing is just dead solid. And, you know, but again, you know, he can support his weight just fine. If I have any real complaint about this figure is that his shoulder joints are a little loose. I mean, he can hold his arm up fine, but just the slightest tap and it'll just drop down. So he can't really hold his arms out in front of him that well. So the only real complaint is that these shoulder joints needed to be just a bit stiffer. But other than that, this thing is amazing. And it is expensive. This thing is an investment. But I finally pulled the trigger because I just said to myself, you know what, this thing is too cool to not have. And I'm very, very happy to have him. Now, if you can afford him, if you have the means to get this guy, get him. He is awesome and definitely worth your time, definitely worth your money. This guy is just cool in every way possible. So I think that's pretty much it for this guy. So don't forget to check out M Games, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Planet X Genesis, aka War for Cybertron Omega Supreme. And this is M Goes saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, bomb in your face.
Omega, you are truly a gift from Primus. Seriously. This is the best tan I've ever gotten. I can't believe it. I think I love you. Almost as much as I love pizza bagels. Almost. Surrender, Prime, and I just might spare your spark. But probably not. No, hi, Megatron. Listen, I know you want to fight and all, but, seriously, you have to try out Omega Supreme's tan settings. It's amazing. Best tan you'll ever get. Really? Why not? I'll give it a shot. But listen, I want a really good tan, so crank it all the way up. You heard the bot? Full power! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, man, that's not good. Hey, Omega, for future reference, never crank it all the way up.